So sorry folks, I actually forgot that I had stopped the previous recording. We picked up the quest Accursed on our way to the Dark Temple. Essentially, an archaeologist team went missing in this cave. We picked up a hollow recording there. They talked about relics, which essentially drove the archaeology team mad. So now our objective is to recover 10 Sith relics. So yeah, okay, we could have fast traveled there actually. But we might as well pick up some of the other quests along the way. So let's just activate this. And just speed things along. Let's use your speed plus cloak to go past them. And I'm glad that my rocket boost works while cloaked, so which means like combining these two is really useful. Alright, so we have numerous different quests here. We have 2 side quests.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
I am Sith. You will address me as such, fool.
Then you are everything I could have hoped for. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower. They were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
You don't have the authority to give me orders.
You're absolutely right. But please consider that you'll be doing a valuable service for the Empire, and you'll be extremely well rewarded. All I'm asking is for you to find the data the expedition collected. If all you find is bodies, bring back their data pads. This information is vital to future construction on Droman Kaas. Please help.
If I can spare the time.
I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
At last, the Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a fine young Sith to help secure the temple.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
What are you babbling about, old man?
You're a brave one, aren't you? Or is it that you sense my weakness? But not everything grows weaker with age. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Some idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
What was this expedition? How many people were lost?
At least 100. Several Sith, slaves, soldiers, experts. All stupid. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple, and even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Calig himself.
Are there more dead Sith Lords in there?
Ah, you begin to see the crisis. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Maybe that won't happen.
We're not going to be saved by optimism, young one. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What exactly does this entail?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Alright. We have several quests, luckily enough, along the way. Okay, one quest along the way, which is the recovering of the Sith relics. Wow, we're just shooting up with these relics. You know what? Since we're no longer in a heroic mission area, let's switch him back to damage dealing. Let's speed things up a little.
Paba, Fraugens in Alama Patai Galakai, in Alama Amainai.
There's not many Dishad in Star Wars. There's 2 confirmed that you meet in Star Wars: The Old Republic, to my knowledge. I know one is part of one of the expansions, and he essentially replaces Ken Val. We know there's Ken Val himself, obviously, but then there's one supposed one that we see in New Hope. And we know that they can survive an extremely long time. Like, Kim Val was trapped during Tulak Court's time. The next question then is like just how many are there left in the galaxy by the time New Hope comes around? Because if now We know that they feed on force like, well, Kim Val says he feeds on force users, but I don't think they only feed on force users. Like, maybe what they feed on is the midichlorians? Because if that's the case, then they can technically feed off of anybody. Because, like, everyone has, you know, everyone has some level of connection, so like they wouldn't necessarily be starving. It's just that they would have lost their preferred food source, which is, you know, force users. So yeah, like that just makes me wonder. Let's see here. Dash and stores. Because I'm curious now. How many are left? I'm going to change incendiary species. 2 shots, malice and swords, worked as pirates, starfire.
Please use all products only as intended.
Okay, so somewhere in some of the newer comics.
Be well.
Now, mind you, that's in the canon. Now, in the Legends, oh boy, the Legends page is significantly longer. Do we have their homeworld? Oh yeah, there we go. We have their homeworld. Ah, okay. There is very little of their species left by the time New Hope comes around.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus, Lord of the Sith, Master of the Undying Darkness? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
I will not tell you again. I'm not a slave. I'm Sith.
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
What's happening here?
I'm not sure. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. But soon after we entered, we all became different people. I became the mighty Lord Venerus, and the others became my obedient followers and servants.
You seem normal enough now.
Yes, for some reason the madness no longer has its hold on me. Like whatever's causing this dream is losing its power. It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. In fact, it's strange to find you here at all. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
The Imperials want data. I'm going to get it for them.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data, after all. This is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't go back to being a slave. But maybe we can help each other.
It wouldn't be hard for me to eliminate you and your followers.
Well, I guess that's true. Except I'm the only one who can make all the others turn in their data. All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. They were looted from his tomb by the people possessed by Venerus's enemies. The symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me, lock them in their dream.
I make no guarantees.
Be careful. Venerus's old enemies will put up a good fight.
Nicodemus in pise me ban frumest hosida fram. Munans kapparp.
Enter and hear me.
You mustn't kneel. I would gain no satisfaction from it. So, you've finally found our hidden temple. It's long since time. The followers of the Dark Path battle my forces, and your cruelty is needed.
This temple isn't exactly hidden. There's a path from Cast City.
Do you mock me? No one finds this temple nor this planet by accident, nor without my approval, for I am Lord Farshall. I oversaw this temple's construction, and I have ruled the jungle ever since. Now you will serve me.
You're not making any sense. The Dark Temple was built centuries ago.
You are confused. I remember clearing the jungle and laying each stone, and I am no immortal. Now do as I require, and the riches of the temple will be yours. The teachings of the Dark Path lured my apprentice Anyara away, but I will have her back. You will retrieve her from the temple depths.
I don't understand. What's the Dark Path?
How can you not know? The other Dark Lords founded the path to lure away my students. I do not know how my rivals reached my apprentice, but I know where she went. The Dark Path hides near here. Kill the followers of the Dark Path. Fight your way to their altar, and Anyara must confront you. Do this, or be punished by my power.
I don't believe you have any power.
Doubt no longer. Witness a demonstration of my strength. Now you've seen the power of a Dark Lord of the Sith. Now we are finished.
If you won't tell me what I want to know, I'll discover the truth myself.
The followers of the Dark Path are not far. Go, and I will await you.
Hello, stranger. My internal chronometer tells me it has been exactly 963 years since this hologram was made. Have the Sith truly lived in fear of me for so long?
Who are you?
I am, or was, Kenneth a born Sith and follower of the Force. Like so many before me, I challenged the Emperor and was buried in this temple. Fortunately, I had just enough time to make this, an interactive image that would transmit my secrets to whomever was bold enough to find my tomb and unlock it.
I unlocked your tomb, so start transmitting.
Patience, and everything will become clear. The way of the Sith lies in channeling the Force through the use of powerful emotions. Fear is the chief of these. The Sith feed on palpable dread.
What's the secret, then?
It's a lie. Fear is a lie. Passion, a lie. Fear gives temporary power, and passion is easily manipulated. Real strength in the Force comes when one is no longer afraid. And one can purge fear when one stops grasping. After power, after things, after life itself, and allows the Force to guide him. There is only the Force.
It's nothing like the Sith philosophy I've heard about.
Sith philosophy claims to break its followers' chains, but instead traps them in their own fear. What I learned only lives on through this image and its device. Yet I am one with the Force, eternal and at peace. Take them. Take my teachings to the Sith. They will find power there, but a different kind. Not of darkness, but light.
These heresies must be destroyed.
Then do so. Strike out against knowledge and see what comes of it. If you destroy these teachings, the light does not go out. Remember, fear is not the only way.
Jimunma.
Stay back! I don't know you. You aren't of the Dark Path. You whispers to me, tells me to go back to Lord Farshall, that I belong to Farshall, but it's wrong. Something's wrong.
Tell me what's been done to you.
I was someone else. Before I came to the temple, I was powerful, I was Sith. But she keeps saying I'm an apprentice. Just an apprentice. And I hate her. But my hate isn't making me strong enough.
Remember the Sith code. Focus on the words.
Yes. Through passion I gain strength. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me.
She says she's Anyara. She says we serve Farshall. She says there's no city out there, just jungle.
Tell me who's right. Am I the temple apprentice Anyara, or is she lying? Is the city outside real?
Lord Farshall wants Anyara, so that's who you are.
Anyara, I understand. Thank you. Thank you. I was confused. Strange. I ran from Lord Farshall, but my place isn't with the Dark Path, it's by his side.
Why did you run from him? You didn't see him yourself.
I apologize. I was with Farshall, and I started thinking. I remembered a different life. I remembered coming inside the temple from... Enough. I will think about it no longer. I must return to my master.
I'll leave you to your business. But know that Farshall will reward you for what you've done.
You're free to leave anytime.
Be wary of the Dark Path and of any others you meet.
Ah, you have done well. Anyara returned to me, bearing news of what happened. You were wise to set her mind to rights and free her from the Dark Path.
I still have a lot of questions for you.
As you wish. But first, there is another matter. I promised you a reward for your assistance, and I have riches to spare. Take what I have and revel in it. Now, unless there is anything else, I must marshal my forces against the Dark Path.
I want to know what's going on here.
There is something strange happening. I didn't believe it until Anyara's return, but you are right. Something presses at my mind. I remember life in a city beyond the temple walls. The city does not exist, but I remember it. I remember being a simple man of tools and strength, not Sith, a servant to the Sith. But these delusions pass.
Maybe you're going crazy.
You overstep your bounds. I know who I am. I am Lord Farshal, builder of the temple. I have answered your questions, and we are finished here. Begone.
Yes. I have been waiting for you. I felt your movements in the Force, and they stirred me from my nightmare. I am still too weak to leave, but I knew if I made myself enough of a nuisance, you would eventually come. The Sith throw flesh endlessly at what they cannot control, and here you are, blood of my blood. Here you are.
What are you talking about?
You don't know me. Has our family fallen so far that the son of my sons does not know the name of Calig, the name so long revered in the annals of the Sith?
You are my descendant. By how many generations I do not know. But know this. Your strength in the Force has awakened me from my stupor.
What do you mean, I awakened you?
When the weaklings of this planet trespassed my tomb, I rose, resuming my former life. This temple became my kingdom, and I was once more a lord of the Sith. But when you first grasped the hilt of your lightsaber, I knew my hour had come and gone, that your strength, not mine, would return our family to glory.
But I'm a former slave.
That is my shame. I was once one of the greatest lords of the Sith. If I'd been wiser, I could have secured my family's greatness. But I let down my guard and was betrayed by a man called Tulak Hord, whom I trusted as a friend.
I places Amin's Waiheis fools. Gawantida seek from Tauhans.
Ha! Your master is dead, beast. You serve the child of Calig now. Flesh of my flesh, you should teach your servant to obey.
I will deal with him as I see fit.
Fair enough. I only caution you not to take obedience for granted. In restoring our bloodline to glory, you must not make the same mistake. Treachery is the Sith's endless game. You must win it.
Don't worry about me.
Beware your master. Beware your apprentice. Never be taken by surprise. Do these things, and you will be unstoppable. But you have not come to see me. You have come for the artifact I managed to wrest from Tulak Hord before he died. Take the artifact, but be careful. I know not what it does, only that betrayal follows it everywhere.
When betrayal shows up, I'll kill it.
If only all things were so simple. Keep your eyes open. I hunger for the day when our power will be restored. We will meet again.
Apprentice, do you have the artifact yet?
You wouldn't want to spoil the surprise now, would you?
Oh. You're teasing me, Apprentice. Hurry back to Scotia's. My chambers. I have a surprise for you.
I'll see you in Scotia's chambers shortly.
Good. Oh, I can't wait.
You're back. I hope you sealed the chambers of the ancients, Keleth-Ur's chamber especially. I'm terrified to think what would happen if Keleth-Ur and his crazed ideas were to re-emerge.
It was a hollow, but the message is destroyed.
Keleth-Ur's secrets have been contained along with the other ancients. You have done well.
Your archaeologist team is dead. Killed for the relics they uncovered. I have them now.
Interesting. The Dark Temple's presence continues to surprise and fascinate. I'll quarantine the artifacts for future study. A shame we lost the whole team. At least it wasn't a total loss. After all, we got what we came for.
Just to make sure people know who helped you.
I'll tell the Reclamation Service to name a hallway after you. Whatever secrets these pieces hide, we'll find them. Thank you.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Oh my god, and I've been talking with my mic mute. So yeah, folks, this is... wow. This is a fairly long video, but as I just want to say, I do like the plot twist that we were told that Darth Kellic is tormenting the Sith Council because of like all the stuff that he's doing within the temple. Okay, what's with that quest? Where, like, it's saying it's over here. Hold on. But yeah, no, but I like the twist that, like, no, you are actually a descendant of Darth Kellic, despite the fact that you were... What's in here? Okay, there must be some kind of bug. The quest must actually be back in the temple, and this is a whole... just a bug.
I hear congratulations are in order.
Yeah, this is just
a... Yesterday, she's perfect. Beauty, intelligence...
and connection.
Yeah, this is purely just a glitch. So, to turn in the Wretch King, I do need to go back to the temple and talk to that guy, despite the fact that the quest marker doesn't show.
No idea. You could discuss it with her sister.
Anyway, but yeah, I like how and again, it wouldn't surprise me that a Sith Lord that lost favor with the others would eventually be like his whole family would eventually be
destination.
Made slaves.
Enjoy your stay.
In some cases, yeah, like it could make sense for them to wipe out their whole family to prevent any potential rise of vengeance from the family, but also look at it this way, it also makes it so that you have some powerful servants, and possibly, like, considering that it was so long ago, obviously, that my character has no idea who Darth Kellic was. And it's apparently only now has the Force returned in enough strength within the family for Darth Kellic to take notice. But I do feel like this story plays out a lot better if we play it as a non-Sith pureblood. If we played it as a human, it would have been more interesting, or a Twi'lek. Actually, human would be more likely, given the history of Korriban.
Fantastic, apprentice. You're just in time for my surprise. Since you left for the Dark Temple, I've been reading and reading and reading. Scotia's chambers are a treasure trove of research. Now, who would have thought a man like that had such a curious intellect? It almost makes me regret that we had to kill him. But I digress. I trust you were successful in the Dark Temple?
You mentioned you had something for me.
Indeed I did. And I'll get to it in a moment. But tell me, how did you manage to pacify the apparition?
Oh, now here's a big question. Do I tell her the truth? Or... you know what, let's tell her the truth. Let's see what happens.
Apparently he was my ancestor.
Remarkable. A slave's lost ancestor turns up in the Dark Temple, and I sense your incredible destiny doesn't stop there. I've been studying Tulak Horde's artifacts closely for some time, and one glance at this one you've brought back confirms everything I've suspected. These artifacts will change everything, apprentice. You especially. They will make you more powerful than you could imagine. I have foreseen it.
What do the artifacts do exactly?
This artifact is one of 5 that together describe a peculiar ritual used by the great Tulak Horde when he conquered the Drummond system. Until I have all the artifacts, I cannot understand the full nature of the ritual, but I have foreseen that you alone will wield the ritual's power. The artifacts are scattered across the galaxy, Some hidden by Tulak Horde himself, and some wrenched from his hands by betrayers. Documents and Scotia's effects point to Balmora and Nar Shaddaa, but I will need to do more research to locate the other two.
Seems I'm always stuck serving others.
Nonsense. You are doing this for yourself, apprentice. I have foreseen the power you will gain. But first, I believe I mentioned a surprise earlier. If you're going to find these artifacts, you'll need a ship, and so I have ordered you one. All you need to do is pick it up.
For me? You are too kind.
Yes, you've earned it. You'll find your ship at the spaceport. Then the galaxy is yours to explore. Don't forget to contact me when you reach each planet for more information on the artifacts' locations. Good luck and good hunting.
Ababarna habens, Glaubena, ni in usakwai, usi terens apipao.
I don't know which one I should do first, purely out of like in terms of level order, because depending on if I get a new follower on one of them, it'll be then best to take that new follower to the next planet. So I'll have to look at their levels, because like until I get my next follower, King Val is going to be my main follower. And then when I get to the next planet, I will replace him with the next one until we get another one. And that is purely just to try and speed up their influence.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Now, sadly, as much... actually, you know... yeah, we're gonna wrap up the video with me claiming my ship, because I can always come back in between recordings to turn in the quest and to gather new crafting gear, or well, crafting schematics. So we're just gonna... No, I did not want to click that. I need to click the fast travel icon. SWTOR hard, considering it's hidden. There we go. It's just annoying.
Inupislu jad Lakeman's Andnan Ele Sare Suns.
We also have some mail. What's this item recovery? But we already had her. And him. Okay. Interesting. Now, this is actually one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. Like, it just narrowly beats out actually, no, sorry, not Devon Hawk. It goes this ship, then the Scimitar, which is Darth Maul's ship, and then it goes the Ebon Hawk. And those two only narrowly beat out. But yeah, no, I plan, once I actually buy my own copy of Starfield, I do plan to try and recreate this ship, because I absolutely love it. If it wasn't for Gamerfest, I would have already bought Starfield. But yeah, like, look at the size of this thing. Now, again, Star Wars The Old Republic does pay a lot of homage to, you know, other games and other parts of the franchise. Like, as evidenced by the classes selection, as well as the aesthetics of the classes. Like, for example, we have our Han Solo, and the smuggler subclass even has a princess that you can romance, which I find very hilarious, because again, it's very reflective of Han and Leia. The Jedi Guardian I have not played through the Jedi Guardian, but the fact that we can take dark side options, and I've seen some of the dark side options for some of the flashpoints, it will play very reminiscent of the way Anakin approached things, like how he was always like, the ends justify the means for the greater good. And then we have the obviously my class, the Assassin, which pays homage to Darth Maul. The Juggernaut is clearly representative of Vader, because when you see some of the heavy armor that the Sith wear, you wouldn't see it. And then we also have obviously the Sith Sorcerer, which is very Palpatine. So yeah, like and also the Trooper is clearly thing, and then we have the Bounty Hunter, which is, obviously all the different bounty hunters that are in Star Wars. So yeah, we get a lot of different homages, and I just love how the idea that the Sith have always stuck to their like certain designs. Okay, why can I not interact with the ship? Okay, I can't get on. What the hell's going on? Okay, there's one way to fix this. I hope I have enough credits for it. Priority transport. Personal starship. There we go, 50,000 credits. There we go. Because I don't know why it wouldn't let me board my ship. But yeah, I read up on the Fury. And the Fury is supposed to have like the armament of a small frigate, but it's supposed to be highly maneuverable.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
So I get a starship and a servant too. Not bad at all.
I am relieved, pleased that you find me agreeable. I will never disappoint you, master. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Fury-class Imperial Interceptor, a versatile craft combining a starfighter's maneuverability with armament to rival larger military vessels. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you.
Now,
whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Now, he's a shared companion with all the Imperial classes. Now, there is a version of him for, obviously, the Republic. But yeah, he is shared across all. Now, but yeah, like, I would love to essentially recreate this vessel for Starfield. Now I did get carried away with one attempt at it, but I do plan to eventually, hopefully, take another crack at it, sticking more loyal to what's here. Obviously, I would have to take some liberties with it. Like one of the liberties I took with it is I had the docking thing be forwards instead of the back. But yeah, like I will hopefully get another chance of redoing this ship, except it wouldn't have these S-foils on the sides. But yeah, oh my god. Okay, let's find out what planet I'll be doing next, at the very least. Alright, so Balmore is level 1620. Okay, chances are it's Balmore. Nar Shaddaa is 2034. Oh, sorry. Yawn. So yeah, we're going to Balmore next. But I will be... By the time we start the Balmore quest line, I will pop into Drummond's Cast to turn in the Wretch King. And pick up some crafting blueprints. But yeah, that's the end of this video, folks. We wrapped up Drummond's Cast. There will obviously be quests that will possibly take us back there. I don't know why I tried to move my mic raised up. Now, there we go. But yeah, we will eventually go back to Drummond's Cast, because I imagine at some point we will, we'll have to pop back there like we did for the Imperial Agent. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to continue progressing this storyline. The Sith Inquisitor is my favorite class. Mind you, I prefer the Sith Sorcerer, but I'm looking forward to having fun with the Assassin playstyle. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. We will, and then we'll be switching over back to the Republic, which I have no idea what is going to be the class for that, but again, it's always exciting. And I hope you guys enjoy this whole treasure hunt that we are going to be going on as the Inquisitor. In the meantime, this is the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky.